absolutely just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Here's Jackson to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They go play action with Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fourth down, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Jackson will throw again. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have broken the tie. Tucker now to add the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown! Drake London, 62 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Ritter will throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's give a little credit to the defense on that one. They resisted quite well, and that pass fell incomplete. But this ball game for him, that's just a momentary speed bump. He's played awfully well throwing the football.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Real quick, ready?
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. To throw again is Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Devin Duvernay. 31 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead is up to 8. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. From the 30 on second down, Mariota airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. Open man, there is Patterson, complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's got his man, London, right side. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Options galore here, second and a few inches. Mariota now from the 50. Throws right back to London, complete again. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air again, Mariota. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll run with Patterson. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Cordero Patterson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Mariota will look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This fielded right at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Hey, middle.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Mariota to throw it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try to run with Patterson. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. Now Mariota. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Complete to Likely. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 39 yards there, a big one.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3 yard line, gotta love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
Hey, middle.
Throwing is Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Davis will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. And they would not be denied on the ground, powering it in just one play after they got stopped short.
And how about how many tight ends were on the field? Because in today's NFL, we think of the tight end more as a pass catcher. But this group, they tell them you've got to be able to run block to stay on this team. And they committed to it and got it done right there.
And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, 75 yards. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Well, partner, since this new two-point rule came into play, offense has spent a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jackson. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's able to find Wallace. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. He's got a man complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. They'll run with Dobbins. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd and goal, Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Throwing now is Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a big loss on the play there. An absolute disaster, really. 4th down. Here's Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Falcons will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Mariota. Able to find Patterson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now Mariota. Flush to his right. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go. It's Patterson. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
And this is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, it's all going to come down to a 2-point conversion.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
Mariota. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Everything was riding on that 2-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He violated a big-time no-no in throwing that pick. Rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it. The problem, every now and then you get away with it. This time, not the case.
To throw, Mariota. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every